Hey everybody, it's Jochen Heiden. I'm back with the Macho versus Heiden campaign. It's March 28th, 1942. T minus 3 days until my amphibious bonus runs out. Alright, we just grabbed Port Hedland. Alright, so what this is just the ships that are already damaged. I'm just trying to, they're already burning and everything. They had some supply on them. I'm trying to unload them. I want to get what I can off of them before they sink. Right. I fully expected these ships to not survive, but they had supply. I'm hoping some supply gets offloaded. And some troops. And that's it. The rest of the task force I'm pulling out of there for safety's sake. Close one. Well, 21. It's been hanging out here for a while. I would love to kill the sub or damage it severely because there's nowhere for it to go. Right? It's far, far away. Adak is probably the closest place it could go to have any kind of minor damage patched up. You'd have to go all the way back to Pearl, realistically, for repair. Like, full repair. One hit probably didn't do much to it, but he knows we're here. We know he's there. Jigs up. Well, that's not ideal. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, okay. That looks like an allied Royal New Zealand base force is retaking Raoul Island. Okay, I mean, why not? I'm not there. Hopefully we got some supply off of those ships before they burn up. All right, let's see what we get, guys. Well, other than canceled missions. Huh. Oh, we're gonna get bombed today. Oh, yes. Here it comes. We got a bunch of sweeps. Look at that, guys. He's getting exotic. Lancers, P-39s, Hurricane 2As. He's bombing today. He found my division and he's going to bomb it. Watch. A bunch of B-17s are going to come down and blast this thing. Okay, I'm going to start softening up Kienko because we're coming in there. I need to start getting it ready for that. Watch, guys. I bet you there's going to be 100 bombers hit that division today. Oh, all right. Well, that was something. I came down a bit more lower today, 6,000 feet, I think it was. And we did get some flak firing. They didn't do much. But, you know, something to keep in mind. Maybe you need to go a little higher. Yeah, I think 6,000 might be pushing it just a little bit. So there's still some sort of ammunition left on these guys. I'm waiting for the B-17s to come in, guys. That poor division out there is going to get leveled. Alright, more sweeps. Sweeping. So, okay, look what this. This is a. It's almost like a cap trap. He's got a combination of aircraft sweeping and long range cap out of Calcutta. And he's doing that because I guarantee you bombers are coming next. There they are. There they are. Here they come. You ready for this? We're gonna get leveled. Yeah, look at that. And this is just the beginning. More Marauders. Blennies. Any more? Yep, we got more. Any more? Oh yeah, we're not done yet. B-17s now. Oh. Oh man, we're getting leveled here. Yeah, this is no good. This is no good. More? Yep, we got more. More sweeps. There's so many fighters here. Now, the situation in India just got way more complicated. Ah, oh, bummer. One of my destroyers sank from yesterday. The one that got hit going into Darwin. I kind of expected that it would. Usually some ships are lost taking Darwin. It's almost unavoidable. Wow, a lot of recon assets over there in India. He sees we're coming now. Man, that's India is going to be complicated. All right, I think we did get some supply unloaded at Darwin, though. That's a good thing. So now we got some land combat coming up, and it should be pretty okay. Now, I'm bombarding at Bataan today. I want to see what this is going to look like. Oh. Guys. I think he's out of supply now. Uh-oh. You see this? No counter battery. And we took out a pretty decent amount of squads. So now begins the downfall of the troops on Bataan. He is now out of supply. His bombardments don't counterfire now. Now we need to finish this place off. Now is the time to strike hard. To Yoon. Alright. Alright. So this is a shock attack into an Indian brigade. I was hoping to go a little better than that, but we did manage to, you know, inflict some losses there. Yeah, dang it. I was hoping to do a little better than that. And Ceylon, we should clean up all these Chinese troops here today. I bet you they're all gonna die. 1, 2, 3. There's still one left. There's still one left. It's no matter. Alright, Japanese shock attack at Darwin. I don't see us not winning this one handily. He's got nothing here. Yeah, we got it. We got this. We got it, man. Darwin is ours. 60-1.
Greetings, everybody.
Ooh.
How's tricks?
How's tricks?
This is Orphan Anne from
Surrender.
Radio Tokyo, saying hello to all of her dog faces and boneheads wandering the Pacific Islands. Before we start the music, the Japanese High Command announced today that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Darwin.
Nice. This one extremely well. We only lost a few ships doing it. Ground troop losses are minimal. We destroyed 2 Australian units, and now we can push down with basically nothing in our way. All right. Well, I'm a little concerned about the India situation. However, ooh, that's good. That's good. Other than that, the ground situation is looking okay elsewhere. And we'll talk about it when we go around the map. Ooh, Junyo. Nice. Junyo, man, that's no joke. We got a carrier, another carrier here. All right, let's take a look at the day's events. Aircraft losses today. 2 Blennies, a Jake, and a Hurricane Trop. 3-1. Ship sunk. It looks like we sunk one of these Australian minesweepers by taking Darwin. The Mexico Maru sank, which was expected, and the Asagao, which is a Wakatake class, which is not particularly great destroyer, did sink on the way out of there, but that's okay. Wait, is there anything else I missed? Pretty decent score boon for us on that one. Let's see, what do we got here in China? Well, not much to discuss, although we're down to our last allied unit at Ceylon. One more turn and we'll have them out of there. Still have these 2 guys to contend with, but I'm not overly concerned about either one of them, because where are they going to go and what are they going to do? These units have no supply and no realistic capability. This unit's still alive, but they're going to shock attack here into the S and LF unit. I'm not worried about that at all. We should be able to hold that off. Supply situation has stabilized at ORMG, and we have got our armored car regiment into Kashgar, so that's another free base for us to take next turn. Shouldn't cost us a dime. The unit situation is status quo. We need to go back in there and bomb it, though. We got some pretty decent damage on Kienko. So right now, the strategy, I don't recall if I've mentioned it to you. I'm only actually sending 2 divisions to make the crossing, and they're 2 of my most battered divisions. The 37th and the 41st are going to make that crossing, and they're going to shock attack across here and probably get completely blasted doing it. However, he has very little AV left in this hex, so we should be able to hold the beachhead open enough for the rest of the forces to cross in behind them. So I'm going to sacrifice 2 divisions to make the crossing to hold the door open, and the rest of these will cross the following day and not have to shock attack again. And then I'll have a mostly intact force able to make this attack. I think it'll work out. That's the plan anyway. All right. Burma situation. It does appear to me that he is cycling troops out of Lashio, so I'm going to take that opportunity to move into it. A lot of other troops are moving. I don't know where they're moving. All over the place. We have a significant amount of enemy bombers and other aircraft at Calcutta. And they were doing a combination of long-range cap and sweeps over this hex to bomb it. So obviously we need to put these guys back into combat mode. I'm going to cancel their move orders and have them retreat back to Dhaka, because we just cannot advance without anti-aircraft support. So I'm gonna wait on that. We're going to split these guys up. They're all going to retreat. And I do have, at Dhaka now, a pretty substantial capping force here. I have 139 fighters with more on the way. So I'm kind of thinking we may want to try a cap trap here. I don't know exactly what that would look like and when or how. I'll put these guys back in combat mode for now just so they can be safe. These guys are not going to move. We're not going to go anywhere else for the time being. We're going to stay here until we can better protect these guys going across. In the meantime, though, I do have this tank regiment working on this Indian brigade here. These 3 tank regiments are moving to engage these troops here and take Lido, and we're going in 2 directions towards Lido. Once we defeat this Indian brigade here, we will push down and take Dimapur and isolate this whole region and then turn back north. That's the plan. Okay, this damaged ship managed to get out safely from Chittagong, and I'm trying to get this ship out, but I need 2 more days to make it ready. All right, I guess the secret's kind of out. Why are these guys? So this is really concerning. The routing these guys are taking does not make sense to me at all, because I had these guys set up to go a certain way, and they're just going wherever they want, and they keep separating from my covering forces. It's only by the grace of God that he does not see us coming, or else we'd be in huge trouble. But either way, the invasion of Ceylon happens tomorrow. These guys should be able to land there. I have everything here. I've got the bulk of my navy is involved here, to include both carrier task forces. So the plan is to shoot everything into this hex here, with Kido Butai hanging off 1 hex out, because I'm convinced that it won't fly correctly if we, try to go into the Trincomalee hex. I think our sortie production rate will be cut in half. That's what Desert Wolf thinks anyway. And interestingly enough, take a look at this. Trivandrum base headquarters has swapped over to American. Why he did this, I'm not entirely sure. He may have something planned to be based here later on that he wants to capitalize on, like an air HQ. I don't really know, but we're definitely landing at Trincomalee next turn, and I'm expecting a lot of activity from it. So that will be the last major invasion for this campaign, because our amphibious bonus ends in 2 days. And I just don't see us capable of putting together any reasonable amount of ships to do anything else. I want to take Ceylon, which will basically eliminate most of the Allied naval threat in the Bay of Bengal once it's neutralized. So next turn we go in, but golly, this is dangerous. I've got 2 task forces hanging out there with my support here, and they're here. The routing that they were supposed to take should have put them in this hex, according to the little zigzag lines they make, but they went here instead, which really, I'm lucky he's got no naval search up. It'll be too late for him by the time we get in. I don't even think he can react to that. Oh, he can try to react to it, but I don't think he's expecting what all is coming. Support ships I have brought in to Port Blair, so I've got a lot of AKEs, and I got a lot of fuel here to rearm and refuel these guys if they need to go back real quick for something. Real quiet out here in the Dutch East Indies. Bandung, I saw anti-aircraft guns still shooting at 6,000 feet, so we're going to go back up to 8,000 feet. Set all level bombers. Oh, let's set all KI. That's what I meant. Because I want these Nels actually doing training for naval attack with torpedoes. That's what I want. Set that. And these guys are supposed to be training. I shouldn't have done all naval bomber or all heavy bombers, medium bombers, whatever I call them. Huh. I guess I do train torpedoes. Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm talking to myself. Taking on oil at Balikpapan. Excellent. All secured out here. I'm in the process of relocating troops now and balancing my garrisons. So I have bases out here that have garrison requirements that aren't quite met yet. So I'm using a very small I'm using a very small fast transport task force to move minuscule pieces of another unit to go kind of make up the difference, if that makes sense. So it's only bringing in like 1 or 2 AV, so I can balance the AV requirement perfectly. Because I have 27 here, I only need 20, so I can move 7 AV around to balance off all these garrison requirements here. Right? So I need 2 more AV there. And then we'll finish off Bacalod, and then I'll have that all balanced out. And some surprising development here at Bataan today. These guys not... Oh, thunderstorms, that's why. My bombers didn't fly for the second day at Manila, but it's no matter. My bombardment was completely successful today, guys. We got no counterfire, and we killed units. That's telling me he's out of supply now. Now, that doesn't mean we can attack yet. He's not degraded enough. We need to whittle him down a lot more. And I wish I had a little more artillery here to do it, but that's okay. I'll use what I got. We're just going to start chipping away at him, guys, and slowly but surely, pretty soon we'll be able to attack and do something with these guys, because he's now out of supply. It's March 29th. I would love to have this base taken by May. It's possible. All right, and at Darwin, big success. We have successfully captured Darwin today, which was a pretty big deal. This ship was able to successfully unload its cargo. Unfortunately, it's going to burn up, and that was completely expected. What we're going to do now is form a new task force here. What I also did was I moved out all the ships in case he wanted to fly any kind of strike missions from anywhere. I don't know what he has, but I didn't want to take any chances losing ships for nothing. So I pulled these guys back. So what we're going to do here is form a new task force. I'm going to call it amphibious. We'll take 1 escort ship. We'll take the Take Regiment. And maybe a few more ships with supply. Move them back into Darwin to resupply these guys, because we're more or less out of supply now. And I'm going to take this tank regiment, and we're going to move it and engage these guys and push down as far as we reasonably can. I also have other support units waiting at Kupang to move into Darwin to start building up the base. I definitely want to get the fort level up. I want to build up some of this airfield capacity so we can have a base to launch operations from should we want to. We did successfully take Port Headland, and look at all those resources there. It's super yummy. Honestly, on second thought, I don't even know if I want that dot base. Do I want it? Yeah, heck with it. We'll go for it. We'll move down and take this dot base so we can keep these resources flowing, but this is quite the resource boom for the Empire. I just need to be very careful about how I extract it. Maybe using 1 or 2 ship task forces only, so there's low risk involved, but I definitely want to get some of that juicy out of there. And these guys we'll send back. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to just disband them right here. Let them wait. I can also use these ships once they're done to go in and take Normanton, Wyndham, all these other northern bases in Australia, because why not? In the South Pacific, a little bit of activity down here, more than I'm used to seeing. It looks like he just captured Raoul Island back from us, or he's about to. We never put any development into this whatsoever, so this was just kind of a throw something on the wall and see if it sticks kind of operation, and apparently it did. I wonder if I can get a sub there. Probably not. I'm trying to determine if it's worthwhile to bring a sub there or not. I'm not thinking it is. Let them have it back. I don't care. Fort level 3 at Lafoa. So now we have a defensible base here. Should we choose to defend here, a reasonable player would land further up on New Caledonia and march into Noumea and not come in beachside here with the mines and the forts and all the other stuff going on. Most of these guys would come in overland. So I want to have a defensible space here at Lafoa. So it's ×3 terrain sitting on ×3 fort. So we can make a stand at Lafoa if I wanted to. So what I'm going to do now is take these two guys and move them back into Noumea to help get the fort levels up to about 5 or 6. I'd like to get him to about 6 to make this place just a miserable grind for him if he wants to come back. In the meantime, we continue to work on Luganville, building the forts and the airfield up because this base is worth a lot of points to me. So I want to get this thing up as high as I possibly can to get the points out of it. And as soon as we get some reasonable points out of this, I want to move down to Efate and do the same thing. Because see that 50 times multiplier? That's money. That's our turn, guys. So we captured Darwin with minimal... Oh, before I go, let's take a look at our other damaged ships here. So the good news is we lost one destroyer, but the other ones put out all their fires. So now I can tell these guys to head back to Surabaya if they can go direct. I was going to have them detour into Kopong just in case they need to disband to work on these fires, but it doesn't look like that's going to be necessary now. So we can return to Surabaya under our own power and skip that step. Now I just need to figure out what to do with the Shoho because I no longer really have a need for it. I'm thinking I can take it back over to Kopong and just park it there for a rainy day. And then these guys are going there. And these guys are going to head back to Surabaya and return all that supply that I did not intend to pull out of there. That was a mistake. I didn't want to take 15,000 supply out of Surabaya. I need it there. So I'll ship these guys back, put these guys in there. Now that we've secured Darwin, I'm feeling really comfortable at taking Bula and Babo for more oil bases. So I'll let these guys finish up this dot base here. And in the following turn, we'll pack up and go after Bula and Babo. And that's my campaign so far. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Our win ratio, I could open up tracker, but that takes too long. So let me just do some quick maths for you. 24409 divided by 6477. 3.768. 3.77 to 1 win ratio. Assuming this whole Ceylon operation goes well. Where's Ceylon? What do we stand to gain here? Some points there. Oh, 300 points there. 400 points there. And any troops that are here. If we sink some ships, even better. Yeah, it's going to be good, guys. India is going to be a lot more complicated, though, because of the heavy allied air presence there. But we'll do what we can with that. Anyway, I said I was going to be done. I'm done now. I'll catch you on the next one.